Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Joy Law Firm. Welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everybody. Today I'm in the studio with Mark, who's an attorney for Joy Law Firm. Thanks for being on the show today.
Thanks for inviting me, Katie.
Absolutely. We're going to talk about you guys being involved in the community. You just helped out with our Buy One, Give One food drive, but you guys are always helping out in the community, right?
Katie, it's important to us because the firm, we don't see ourselves as lawyers that are only called upon to advance the purposes through legal services with the clients via legal representation. We are also committed to fostering a better community, and one of those ways that we do that is partnering with local organizations such as WBTW in this Buy One, Give One food drive.
Okay, and you guys are also doing a scholarship as well that people can apply for?
Yes, ma'am. So we have a scholarship program here with the firm. We offer 7 $2,000 scholarships to graduating seniors who are going to attend a 4-year institution after graduation. And it's very cool, Katie, because I actually attended my first scholarship program banquet, and it's a cool event. We were at the Francis Marion Hotel downtown Charleston, with the parents as well as the awardees. And it's a cool thing with that event is that the students get to pick a teacher. And they're also recognized and received an award as well. So that was an awesome event.
I love that. You guys are constantly doing stuff within the community, and you're able to donate a lot of money throughout the year. Tell me more about that.
So Katie, Joy Law Firm, of course, as I stated before, supporting and giving back to our local communities is embedded in our firm culture. So on average a year, we give more than $25,000 in donations to local charities and community organizations. And, we are regularly, helping out in various charities around the community, such as American Cancer Society, Habitat for Humanity, and the Dean Norton Low Country Children's Center.
I love that. Okay, so if somebody wanted to actually apply for the scholarship, where can they go to do that?
Of course, they can go on joylawfirm.com, or they can just call someone at the firm and they would be happy to send an online application.
And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about Joy Law Firm as a whole, what you guys actually offer other than all the great charitable stuff that you do.
Of course, at Joy Law Firm, we offer, services for anyone who has been injured. So that could be a car wreck. That could be if you're injured at work, you have a work incident, we help in those workers' compensation claims. If you've maybe had a procedure that went wrong, we can help you with any medical malpractice claims that you may have. So anyone who is injured, call on Joy Law Firm. We'll be sure to help you.
What is your favorite part of your job?
Favorite part of my job, Katie, is really doing events like this, helping out in the community, giving back to the people that, of course, help us keep the lights on, if you will. People come to us, when they're in trouble, and helping out in the community is something, again, that I really love about this job. And, we offer legal services, so getting in there, putting on a suit and fighting for somebody, being their superhero, I love that.
Well, tell me a little bit more before we go about the Joy Law Firm team.
The Joy Law Firm team, in regards to us opening up offices in 1968, we came here in Myrtle Beach in 2010. We have offices in Clinton, South Carolina. We just opened our new office about 2 months ago in Greenville, South Carolina. So I want to clap to that. Davis is out there. Shout out to our attorney up there, Davis. We also have offices in Columbia, and of course our home office in in North Charleston and West Ashley.
All right, so you're able to be seen and you can easily get in contact with you guys.
Oh, we're all around the state. You can see the advertisement. I believe we had one pulling up to the station. So yeah, we're everywhere, and I'm thankful for that.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Joy Law Firm.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina. This story is sponsored by Plexiderm.
All right, everyone. I have my friend Annette back in the studio today. We're going to talk about Plexiderm skincare. It's one of our favorite things to talk about.
It is absolutely my favorite thing to talk about. Thank God for Plexiderm. It really turns back the clock, makes you feel like your best self. So many people in my family use this product because it's simple, easy, and effective. And what we're looking at here are before and afters and the dramatic results you can expect to see when you use Plexiderm. Not only makes you look more refreshed, but it's a confidence booster, Katie, because let's face it, when you look good, you feel good. And this is Samantha. She started at a very young age with the puffiness, the dark circles. And this just goes to show you at the first signs of aging, you can benefit from using Plexiderm. It makes you look more refreshed, more youthful, like you had the best sleep of your life. Finally, a product that works as advertised.
I love it. And of course, it works on different areas of the face too. It's not just for the forehead or around the eyes. You can use it kind of everywhere.
Yes, everywhere, even the chin, mouth, and neck area. How many times have you seen somebody that you look at their face, it looks youthful, but the neck really ages us? The good news is Plexiderm works there too. I also have very sensitive skin. It has never bothered me once because they take silicates from this shale clay right there. And what it does is it creates an invisible layer that tightens and smooths the skin right before your eyes. If you've never used it, you need to watch it happen for the first time. And it is quick, easy, and lasts up to 10 hours as long as you don't get it wet.
And I know people are probably wondering how long it takes for the effects to happen, in your morning routine.
Yes, so you're gonna apply it on a clean, dry face. And again, you're gonna wait the full 10 minutes. That's how you get the maximum results. Even though with me, it always happens in under 5. Make sure your face is clean and dry. A little goes a long way, a pearl size amount. You're gonna apply it to the target areas. I use it for my dark circles, my deep set forehead lines, and then that's it. You can have some me time or take a before and after picture. It is unbelievable. I always call it my Plexiderm dance or the rise, Plexiderm and shine, because that's exactly what you do when you see these results happening.
And now guys need to listen up too, because this is not just for the ladies. Guys use Plexiderm all the time.
Absolutely. Guys love this product because it goes on clear, completely natural finish. They love it. And let's face it, they want to look good and feel good too. My husband uses it, my uncles, my dad. This product is for men and women.
All right. Well, I know people are probably wanting to know about the deals. Plexiderm always has a great deal going on. But what's going on right now?
Yes, we have a deal for the viewers. It's a 6-day, 6-application trial pack, $14.95, free shipping, 30-day money-back guarantee. That is how confident we are that you are going to love this product. Turn back the clock, look more youthful, and still look like yourself. That is the best part. And Katie, I have one little story I'd love to share. I have a friend that's in her 40s that has been taking care of her mom with dementia. She called me and said, Annette, will this work? I look like I've aged years. I said, of course it will. I told her how to use it. She called me back crying, saying, I feel back to my normal self. Because let's face it, when you look it on the outside, it makes you feel good on the inside. And that's exactly what Plexiderm does. And if you want to give it a try, all you have to do is call 1-800-975-8083, turn back the clock, and just shine with Plexiderm and boost your confidence.
This story is sponsored by Plexiderm.
Well, we're having a beautiful day today on Living Local Carolina. I'm joined by Kim in the studio, and you are from Be Empowered. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Okay, tell me all about what you guys do.
So Be Empowered Worldwide is an organization created to help girls and women walk in emotional wellness. And we do this in 3 ways. We offer education products, wellness products, and advocacy.
Where did you see that there was a need for an organization like this?
So the organization started about 12 years ago. I owned a child care facility.
Oh, cool.
And the mothers normally were the single mothers, because we had a lot of underprivileged children or children who were socioeconomically challenged. I don't know how to be politically correct there, but and we found that they needed more than just child care. They sometimes needed someone to help them to speak up for things that weren't right, maybe in their housing, or to help them work through problems with getting the resources that they needed. So that's where it started.
Filling in those gaps.
Filling in the gaps.
How does that feel, being able to do that and actually watch these young ladies thrive?
So when I look back now and see the students and families that I was taking care of 15 years ago, and see that they're graduating from college and they're walking into great careers, it makes me feel good.
Yeah, I bet. Well, how can our viewers get involved and help you guys with your mission?
So Be Empowered Worldwide.com. They can always go there. We have a GoFundMe page, so they can go there. Right now we're working on collecting or taking in donations to help us with our literacy program for the summer.
Okay, cool.
So that's our greatest need right now. So the GoFundMe page is all for that purpose. And what we'll do is we'll take the money, we'll buy books, hoping to give each girl a set of 10 books so that they can have a book a week to read over the summer. Gotcha. And then we'll have online tutoring and conversation about the books that they read.
All right, lovely.
Yeah.
What's that website again so people can remember it?
www.beempoweredworldwide.com.
Well, this might be the most relaxed I've ever been filming a segment. I am at Salt and Detox Oasis with Fabiola. Thanks so much for having me today.
Thank you for being here, Katie.
My goodness. Okay, we first have to address that if you hear some humming in the background, there's a reason for that. Fabiola, what is going on that is causing this noise?
So right now the Halo generator is on. So it is a machine that I use with sodium chloride. The sodium chloride is grounded into very fine particles, and those particles are dispersed into the air. So that is the benefit of the room, where you're breathing that type of salty air, which helps to coat the nasal passages, the bronchial tubes, as well as your lungs, and it acts as a cleaning agent for your respiratory system. So if you do suffer from allergies, bronchitis, or other common respiratory, concerns, or even like the after COVID effects, it's a great way to help relieve your respiratory system and also clean and hopefully enhance it.
This is so cool to be able to walk on salt. You're breathing it in.
Yes.
But it's also the aesthetics of being in here. It's so relaxing.
Yes, it is. So in the process of building this room, really wanted to make it a relaxing environment for everyone who, enjoys this session. So it's really about helping everyone that walks through my doors and giving them relief, giving them a sense of peace, and hopefully they walk out feeling better and feeling that they're able to just conquer what they need to conquer, through the sessions that they experience here.
I know a lot of people watching right now are feeling that way. So if they want to come by and try this room out or try one of your other awesome services, how can they do that?
So I am located at 3885 Renee Drive in the Carolina Forest area. I am, I guess if you are familiar with like the Kroger Shopping Center, that's where you can find me. And my phone number is 843-742-5938. And the website is saltanddetoxoasis.com.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Atlantic Urology Specialists. Welcome to Living Local Carolina, everyone. Today I am at Atlantic Urology Clinics, and I'm joined by Dr. Fogarty, who is a urologist here. How are you doing today?
Hi, very good. Thank you.
I want you to tell me a little bit about what you do before we get into what we're talking about today.
So yeah, as urologists, we treat various conditions of the urinary tract. We're talking about prostate, bladder, kidney, urinary symptoms, and the whole plethora of things that are specific to us as urologists. It's a surgical type subspecialty, so we deal with patients on a daily basis in the office with chronic conditions, as well as doing operations on patients that need those types of surgeries.
And today you are going to educate me on a specific procedure that you guys do that's kind of unique to y'all. What is it called?
Right.
Aquablation?
So aquablation, yes,
Okay.
It's a surgery that's used to treat benign prostatic hyperplasia, it's called, or just prostate enlargement or symptoms of urinary obstruction in men with prostates. So the procedure is aquablation. This technology now has been around actually since 2017, so it's not new, but the technology that we have available here now at Conway Medical Center is relatively new. Only within the past 10 months actually has it been FDA approved. And what it does is it utilizes artificial intelligence, so it's computer generated images in addition to robotic high pressure water jet. That is used to resect the tissue with precision. What's unique about every surgery that's done for prostate enlargement is that the prostate is different for everybody. So you have to take into consideration the unique anatomic variances from one patient to another. And this technology, this aquablation, uses both ultrasound as well as direct imaging with high definition digital cameras to generate the mapping and planning that's required for the surgery, and then of course executing the actual resection. So it's a resective procedure, which means that it actually does remove obstructing tissue, which is different from other technologies. One of the things that's exciting about aquablation is that it does actually remove a lot of the stigmas, or it addresses a lot of the stigmas that are associated with other traditional types of prostate surgery. So some concerns, especially regarding preservation of sexual function. So that's one of the big advantages of this procedure over many of the other ones. The other thing that's very important about this aquablation therapy is that it uses, again, water jet, water pressure, which neglects to, or so it uses high pressure water jet, and that minimizes the tissue damage. So it avoids heat generation, which is something that can affect sexual function. So a lot of these other surgeries that we do to resect or remove obstructing prostate tissue generate heat. And there are side effects associated with that, specifically from a sexual standpoint now, that this aquablation procedure does not expose patients to. So yeah, the ability to use artificial intelligence, the latest technology in terms of mapping and planning the surgery, and as well as the execution using robotic high pressure water jet, has really revolutionized our treatments for prostate obstruction, prostate enlargement, and Conway Medical Center now is the first in market here to have access to this most recent technology. And so that's exciting for all of us.
That is exciting. It's always good to have less side effects for patients, What does the downtime look like on a procedure like this?
So yeah, the patients now, some patients will stay in the hospital, others will be able to go home the same day.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Atlantic Urology Specialists.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.